What was it like putting this thing together?
Well, my wife was really the one individual that would get everyone together, and it starts with getting a board, establishing a nonprofit board of people that share a vision about what a school could be. And honestly, we assembled our first board and then disbanded because there was no consensus on that board of what the school should be, who it should serve, what kind of curriculum it should use. So we were sort of discouraged there at first, and we're talking about 2 years ago is when this process started. And so we got some new individuals involved. We had a shared vision, and we looked for some partner that we can that would give us some support along the way, and that was Team CFA for us. When it came to the application itself was 63 pages along with 125 pages of appendices. So it is an enormous amount of work to get the application together because you have to describe every aspect of the school. You have to talk about everything from operations to curricula to teachers, administrators, what kind of salaries are going to be provided. I mean, every aspect of the school has to be detailed in that application. That application, along with a $1,000 application fee, goes to the Charter School Advisory Board. And that advisory board goes through those applications with a fine-tooth comb. They find every little mistake, every little inconsistency, and charter schools have an opportunity to respond to what they find in that initial examination of the application.
In fact, if you want to go forward, you have to respond to their questions and give them satisfactory answers.
That's right. So once we give them all those answers on paper, then you have to go before the board for the first initial interview. And that initial interview, if they believe that you have everything in place and that you have a solid board, goes on, they will grant you to the full interview. So basically there are 2 interviews with the Charter School Advisory Board. Not all schools advance to the interview stages. Some schools don't advance to the second interview stage. But I can tell you that standing in front of the Charter School Advisory Board where they fire questions off to members of the board that must be answered within about an hour is very difficult. The cross-examination that they provide charter school applicants is probably second to none because these are all charter school operators. They understand what makes a successful charter school, and so when they're asking you questions, they want to make sure that the applicant, which was myself, my wife, and the members of the board, have a good plan in place and have leadership in place that's going to make the school successful.